Yes, hello and welcome to Sports Update on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. We'll be looking at a whole lot this evening going around in the world of sports in Nigeria and outside the shores of the country. And definitely it's been a big one. It's been 3 days of action at the cathedral, that is at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu State, where the NNL Super 8 is ongoing. We've had action match day 1, 2, and the last match day 3, where we'll now have to decide where. I think tomorrow will be the final, and Thursday will be the final of the final to know who is going to win. I beg your pardon, who is going to win the Nigerian league, that is Nigeria National League for 2023-2024 league season. 8 teams from 4 teams from the Northern Conference and the Southern Conference were involved in the NNL Super 8. With today is match day 3. It's the round of the last day of matches in both conferences, where we'll have the top 2 teams making it to the Nigerian Premier Football League. By next season, we'll be seeing those teams that will be playing in the Nigerian Premier Football League, and we have those teams already confirmed for promotion to NPFL. Like I said, it's match day 3, and actions where the games were played simultaneously. Morning game and then afternoon game, they were played at the same time. In the Northern Conference, Nasarawa United had to beat Sporting Supreme. They end the Northern Conference with 9 points. They defeated Sporting Supreme 2-1, while Elkanemi Warriors, after losing match day 1 to Nasarawa United, defeated Sokoto United 4-1 in the Northern Conference, having 6 points. Nasarawa United finished with 9 points, followed by Elkanemi Warriors with 6 points. That is in the Northern Conference. And in the Southern Conference, the likes of Beyond Limits and Co., who is a sister team to Remo Stars, also got promoted to the Nigerian Premier Football League. So we have 2 teams from Ikene, Remo Stars and Beyond Limits, that will now be playing in the Nigerian Premier Football League. There's a whole lot of action, like you saw in that video. That was one of the games between Nasarawa United and Sporting Supreme, which ended 2-1 in favor of Nasarawa United. All right, these are the promoted teams back to the NPFL. We have Nasarawa United from the Northern Conference, Elkanemi Warriors, and one of the oldest teams in Nigeria joining them. And then we have Beyond Limits of Ikene, and then one team from Lagos as we speak, Ikorodu City, joining Beyond Limits in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Those 4 teams have been promoted as we speak right now to the Nigerian Premier Football League, but the final will come up on Thursday that will be to decide who wins the league for 2023-2024 league season. So Nasarawa United and Beyond Limits and Co., they will be playing the final. Let's see how it goes. Nasarawa United, all of the 4 teams will be involved in that semi-final playoff, and then 2 teams will play the last round of game to decide who wins the league for 2023-2024 season. But first thing first, they were able to get the NPFL ticket. It was a round-robin game. All of the teams in the Northern and Southern Conference, four of them had to engage in a round-robin game. And at the end of the day, we'll have 4 teams that will be seen in the Nigerian Premier Football League come next season. And the teams that will not do well in the Nigerian Premier League, like already Gombe United, it has been confirmed relegated. Technically, they are relegated until the last day of the season. We'll now announce them, because they are still playing their remaining games. We'll now announce them, we'll now confirm their relegations. But as it stands, they cannot do anything to stay back in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Congratulations to Nasarawa United, Beyond Limits, Ikorodu City, and Elkanemi Warriors for making it back to the Nigerian Premier Football. For Nasarawa United, they got relegated last season. They just spent 1 season in the 2nd tier, the most important league in Nigeria, that is the NNL, and now they are back. And their coach, Usman Adamu, did a very good job with that team, bringing them back after Balani Q left them, and then Adamu took over, and now he has brought Nasarawa United back to the Nigerian Premier Football League. On the course of the show, towards the end of the show, we'll be seeing the highlights, some parts of that game between Sporting Supreme and Nasarawa United in match day 3 of the Nigeria National League Super 8 playoffs. All right, we've seen the promoter teams. Now let's quickly go over to the Nigerian Premier Football League, where it is match day 36, and as we speak, some games are ongoing. A lot of games are ongoing as we speak right now, and let's quickly just give you updates of those games. Some are the 90 minutes. The likes of Aqua United and Katsina United. Aqua United is leading Katsina United 3-1 in that particular game. That is at the Eket Township Stadium in Uyo. And then the game between Bendel Insurance and Rivers United. Bendel Insurance is leading 1-0, but that game has been interrupted. We're still waiting to get filler signals from the Samuel Ogbumdia Stadium in Benin City, but that game, as we say, has been interrupted, though Bendel Insurance is leading 1-0. And then Enyimba and Bayelsa United at the Aba Township Stadium, after they were fined 10 million naira, they are playing 1-1 with Bayelsa United, and then Kwara United is beating Kano Pillars 2-0. Niger Tornadoes, that game is in the 75th minute. Niger Tornadoes is leading Lobby Stars 3-2. The game between Remo Stars, 72 minutes of action. Remo Stars is beating Heartland FC of Owerri 3-0 at the Kenneth Township Stadium in Ogun State. And then Sporting Lagos, as we speak, at the Onikon Stadium in Lagos, they are losing to Plateau United. And then the game between Enugu Rangers and Shooting Stars will start any moment from now. That game will kick off. That is between Shooting Stars of Ibadan and Enugu Rangers, who are at the top of the table. But the game between Aqua United is on the 77th minute. Aqua United is leading, like I said, 3-1 against Katsina United. Anybody is playing 1-1, 77 minutes also. 69 minutes for Kwara and Kano Pillars. Kwara United is leading 2-0 in that game, and 76 minutes has played. Niger Tornadoes, Lobby Stars, 3 for Niger Tornadoes, 2 for Lobby, and Remo Stars in the 74th minute, they are beating Heartland FC of Owerri 3-0. And for Heartland FC of Owerri, if they lose this game, as it stands right now, if it ends that way, that means it's going to be a very hard one. It's going to take a miracle for them to stay back in the Nigerian Premier Football League. But if they lose this game, I think all hope is gone. They will be joining Gombe United to play in the Nigerian National League next season. And this is a team that did so well. They went unbeaten in the Nigerian Premier Football League, and they were involved in the playoff last season. They came back to the Nigerian Premier Football League, and now they will be going back to where they came from last season. So that's how the games are all going in the Nigerian Premier Football League match day 36. Shooting Stars will be taking on Enugu Rangers coming up any moment from now. That game must have started, but other games, you've heard the scores. The game between Bendel Insurance and Rivers United at the Samuel Ogbumdia Stadium has been interrupted. We're waiting for signal to know what is going on in that game. Maybe before the end of the show, we'll probably get fillers back from Benin City. All right, let's leave that. Let's leave the Nigerian Premier Football League and quickly go to the camp of the Flamingos. After beating Liberia at the Samuel Doe Stadium in Monrovia, they are back in the country to prepare for the second leg qualifier against the Liberian Young Girls come Friday, 3 days away from now, at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium. Flamingos returns to Nigeria to finish off Liberia. This game, it was 4-1. It was 4-1 in that game right there in Liberia, and now they are back to see how they can finish the job here in Abuja and get the ticket to play Dominican Republic will be hosting the 2024 FIFA Under-17 World Cup. We know the last edition went down in India, and Nigeria won the bronze medal under coach Bankole Olowokere, and the same coach is still with the side, who is doing so well. They are one leg in Dominican Republic as we speak. After the game against Liberia on Friday, then they will have their both legs. They will just pick the World Cup ticket as it stands right now. Nigeria has participated in every edition of the Under-17 Women's World Cup. Same with the Falconets also, who has participated in every edition of the FIFA cadet competition. So congratulations, and we thank God for their safe return to the country to finish off what they started. All right, let's leave the Flamingos and go straight to the Italian Serie A. The Italian Serie A, as we speak right now, that is Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman for Atlanta. As we speak, Atlanta has slammed 30 million value on Ademola Lookman, Super Eagles winger. We know how he did so well at the Europa League final right there in Dublin, where he got about three goals to his name, hat-trick in that final, an achievement that no African player has ever done it in a top-tier European League final. Definitely for Ademola Lookman, he is one superstar that definitely is making Nigerian proud. But as we speak right now, Atlanta placed a £30 million value on him to see definitely if other clubs in Europe can come to prize him away from Atlanta. Definitely, he himself, after that final, he also granted interview that yes, he is hoping to move away from Italy and play in another leagues. Let's say he has played in English Premier League. Let's see if he's going to come back to the EPL or go to Germany or go to France. And definitely we don't know yet. But as we speak, Atlanta placed a £30 million value on him. And if you have that cash, if you have that amount, and it could double, it could increase what it is. And let's see how that goes for Atlanta. All right, let's leave the Italian Serie A story, Ademola Lookman, quickly. Let's look at this fantastic story. We're talking about discourse. Discourse, discourse is one sport that is an individual sport. I know a lot of person don't know what discourse is all about. Discourse is a sport. It's the shape, the discourse sport is just like the shot put, but different from that shot. Both of them, you have to throw, but you do what is called throw in both games. But for discus, it's round in shape and flat. The net is also a metal structure. And now we have our own discus thrower, that is Choma Onyekwere, who is doing so well for herself. Is also eyeing to be in Paris 2024 Olympic Games. As we speak, Nigerian women's discus thrower Choma Onyekwere looks to make a huge impression at the New York Grand Prix this weekend. And also, we know that the Nigerian Olympic trials, the Athletics Federation of Nigeria has organized the Olympic trials for the Samuel Ogbondia Stadium from the 16th to the 18th of this month. So all of this, she will be participating at the New York Grand Prix and then just flying straight down to Benin City, where she will also be looking to pick one of the slots to represent Nigeria at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. And for Choma Onyekwere, she has been fantastic this season. She has a personal best this season of 61.35 meters throw at the Ichan Stadium to finish second behind Cuba's Yamin Perez, who heaved a throw of 68.31 meters to win that event, while Jad Lally of Great Britain took the bronze with a throw of 59.30 meters. But for our own Choma Onyekwere, it was 61.35 meters heaved for her at the Inchan Stadium. Definitely congratulations to her, and she's looking to also do well at at the the Athletics Federation of Nigerian Olympic trials that will be coming up at the Samuel Ogbondia Stadium in Benin City. So good one for Choma Onyekwere. Let's see how it goes. Definitely she will pick that slot to represent Nigeria at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. We are happy that all our individual athletes on track and field, they are doing so well for themselves, and they are getting themselves fit for the Paris Olympic Games that will be happening in France. So good one. Let's see how that goes, and we wish all of our athletes very well in all of their respective events. We also have the likes of Favor of Philly, who will be gracing that track in Benin City, Edo State. All right, let's leave the shores of this country again. Let's go straight to Spain, and now we'll talk about tennis. It's a good news. He made mention of it when he came back from injury. The evergreen Rafael Nadal, a legend when it comes to tennis. He said he was going to play at the Paris Olympic Games, and definitely now, as we speak, himself alongside Alcaraz, the young man who just won the French Open, the first French Open to his name, that is Alcaraz. Both of them, Carlos Alcaraz and Rafael Nadal, would be representing Spain at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. So let's see how that goes for Nadal. He has 22 Grand Slam titles to his name, and then for the French Open, he has won the French Open title for a record 14 good times. So it's a good one for both players who will be there. Rafael Nadal is 35 years of age, and for Carlos Alcaraz, he is just 22 years of age. And let's see how he is. For Alcaraz, I beg your pardon, he's a young man, he's above 22, and it's a good thing that both of them will be representing Spain at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. All right, let's quickly look at the last story on the show this evening before we go. Let's go straight to Manchester. It's a good news, and I know some Manchester United fans would not be happy with this news, while some will be happy with it. 2 seasons, 2 cups for Manchester United, and Erik ten Hag, as we speak, after the board meeting and what have you, it has been confirmed. The management had a meeting that Erik ten Hag would be staying at Manchester United, and the contract talks will just hit the ground running very soon so that they can wrap that up for Erik ten Hag. So Erik ten Hag, for Manchester United fans, some of you, I know it's a disappointing news. Erik ten Hag goes nowhere. He remains as the Manchester United manager. He has spent 2 seasons and has won 2 cups for them. He won the FA Cup just this season, and then the Carabao Cup. So let's see how it goes for Erik ten Hag, how he's going to do well with Manchester United come next season. All right, that is where we'll be leaving it on the show this evening. Sports Update. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Say thanks for watching.
What did you do? Just the talk, just the talk. Jago. Jago.
He's working on it.